They did warn me. Don't jump straight down. Or dig straight down, but how could I resist? All these diamonds. Huh? What? Hello and welcome to channel Skybird. Today I'm going to be showing you something I came across here recently. In fact, I came across it today. I was actually looking for a different world to build in, and this is kind of what came up. So this is completely random. I haven't even checked out the actual number for the seed yet, but I went exploring a little bit just to kind of load in the different chunks and save on a bit of lag, you know, being a little bit preemptive. And I saw this right over here, and I thought that's an interesting structure, but I went ahead and looked, and there is a village right here. Now that's nothing special. Everybody sees villages come across now and then, but right here is just a sunken ship right here on the path, and I thought that was pretty cool in and of itself. But just looking right over here, and you'll actually go ahead and see a beautiful reef, actually. Nothing too major, but it's kind of cool, I guess. But yeah, and then I also found this little ruin on the beach here, and I love just seeing them on the beach. To me, it just kind of brings a little bit more life to the world. So, but checking under here, there is a chest. I haven't opened it yet, so treasure map, woohoo. Not gonna check that out because that is not the reason I brought you here. Actually, I wanted to go ahead and show you guys something else.
There's something else. Something much more else.
We're just gonna head right over here to this open ravine cave face thing, you know, Minecraft, as it does. And I just want to take you on down here for a minute. Now, there's this neat little cave path and everything, and it's nothing fancy, but it's kind of cool. Goes down here. I haven't really explored over here yet, but everything that I want to show you is right here in the entrance, because let me take you here somewhere. Just an empty wall, of course, but now what you just saw there is actually something I learned a long time ago from a video of a guy, and I'm not sure how many views it had per se. Well, I probably needed that button. Let me go ahead and put that back real quick. I'm not sure how many views it had. I've never seen anybody else use it before, but it's one of my absolute favorite builds, of course. And one thing I really loved about it is not only is it hidden, it recovers itself. And so what you do is you break this wall here, floor opens, and the floor closes behind you. Now, that's pretty simple in and of itself. I fell in love with this contraption just because it didn't take a whole lot to build it. I mean, there's some resources, of course, but it just relies on a bud switch. Break that block here, this pulls away, pulls back, you know, usual, and it just feeds a stone generator over here. Now, that's pretty cool in and of itself. The way the bottom down here works is just, well, I can show you that here real quick. It just pulls pistons away and puts them back. I think you guys can figure that out, but if you guys want to go ahead and see this build, just leave a like and a comment, maybe subscribe if you like. This is my first video, so trying to do what I can. But what I actually want to show you, as cool as this might be, is I actually found a way to compact this quite a bit. And it uses the observers from a couple updates ago. I'm a little behind right now. I'm on update 1.13.1, just because I haven't been playing too much lately and been messing around the house. So let me go ahead and load up my other world, however. And I will take this out during editing, of course. But I'm swapping over here real quick just so that I can show you this. So yeah, I know it wasn't a very exciting intro. I'll just plop on down over here. So, looking at it from here, it's much smaller. So, I know I haven't built the other just to kind of show you, but trust me when I say that it's rather large. It actually combines two different circuits, both with the opening floor as well as the recovering bud switch. And I have compacted all of that down into this. So this will open the floor for you and recover the wall. Now the nice thing about this is you really don't need much. All you need is basically what's in my inventory minus the platform, and you can build this in any cave, anything you really want. You could easily use it for a trap too. Just replace this with maybe some diamond ore or something, and when someone wants to break it, have the floor open up from under them, drop them in a pit. That's always fun to do. I have actually used the larger version of this well before the observers were out on a server way back when, and I hid it below an already hidden base, and someone found my hidden base, but they didn't find my hidden base. So that was very fun. But yeah, so the way this works is you just break this block here, that opens up super quick, and I wanted to make it as fast as possible, just so that, you know, if someone's following behind you, you're gone in a flash. So, of course, you can cover this up so that nobody sees the light coming from the lava, and I put the sign here just to, again, kind of show you where things are going, but you can replace that just as easily with that as well. So, but yeah, the way this works is when you break this, the observer senses it, and it sends a pulse on over here to this piston, which pushes that stone out of the way. When that stone is pushed out of the way, the lava will fall down on top of that water, creating a new piece of stone, and that is done. That is just your standard stone generator. But the other way that this works is when this sends a pulse here, it also powers this piston, which pulls this back. But there's a bud switch down here that's also powering the piston, and I didn't mean to do that, but that's okay. So once this is broken, it pulls back and activates the bud switch, sending that back out, sending the bud switch back in, and you're done. And so it recovers every time. If it does mess up, like say the lava falls, you know, slower than the water, or faster than the water or something for some reason, because I know they're on random ticks, it is resettable. You just basically keep hitting, like that for example. So if that happens, one thing you can do, because it'll reset itself, is just replace this with stone, or just put something else there and it'll push it out of the way. So that's super easy. Otherwise, and it looks like it did go out of sync here, so that's interesting. I actually haven't had that happen before. But again, easy to fix just because, yeah, so you get the idea. Yeah, besides that, that is the entire build. So again, if you guys like this, go ahead and try it out in your own survival world or on a server or whatever. It's super fun to use and just mess around with, build traps with, or troll, or just kind of mess with people. And honestly, just with the way that this is built, you could probably mirror this in different directions as well, make the doors really as big as you want. I'd love to see how creative you guys can get, so leave a link in the comments. And go ahead and like and subscribe and share to all your friends, and we'll see how this goes. Like I said, first video, so tell me how it did, and tell me what you'd like to see. I'm really willing to hear you guys' comments, and I'll make sure to respond to you guys. Alright, thank you. Have a good day, and again, channel Skybird. Sign off.